Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England campaign, episode the 10th with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had captured Paris from the French, but it's come at a cost. Not a huge man cost, because taking Paris was actually not too much of a difficult matter. It has, however, lowered our standing with the Pope, and we are now pretty much his most hated faction alongside the Holy Roman Empire and Hungary for some reason. This means that the Portuguese have decided to go to war with us, or the Portuguese have just gone to war with us because they're just being idiots and annoying me. So I think now is time to try and secure some peace, and I can go back to what I was originally doing, which was capturing Bruges and Antwerp. So, Lawrence Bedell is currently en route to Rheims in order to negotiate a peace deal. He'll arrive on turn 32. In the meantime, we need to deflect the army of Prince Geoffrey, which has come to cause trouble for me, so we're going to put him down. And in terms of Portuguese, unfortunately I can't fight back because I don't have a capable navy. So, they're going to have to wait. For they are not really very welcome because they will be draining my finances. Fortunately, I am in profit, but losing a port is still not good at all. So I'm going to invest a little bit of money first into upgrading Dublin to the next level so we can get that town realising some more of its economic potential. And we're also going to be sieging Iverness this turn as well. So we've got quite a few battles to do, so I think we'll jump into the battles first because that's how I like to play myself. I always like to go battle, then do what must be done to ensure we are prepared for the next turn, unless there's anything urgent that we need to do first. But at Paris we've recruited all that can be recruited, so we're going to march out this turn and take the fight to Geoffrey or however we're going to call him. But let's deal with Iverness first, since that's going to be the easier of the two battles, or at least I hope so. And we're going to take that castle, take control of the Highlands, or Iverness region, or basically North Scotland, and basically make the Scottish position even weaker than it already is. Probably end up buying Scotland off them entirely. Basically, the Scottish are just not doing well. I could basically stab them in the back and just take Edinburgh for myself, or I think I might just buy them out. Either way, let's deal with Iverness first and see where this leaves us. And actually, this turn, the gate's been opened for us, so I don't need to bother with a ram anymore. So, well done, Spy. You left it a turn late, but oh well, I guess we're going. Bringing in a nice retinue of cavalry with a few billmen and spears and a couple of archers. It's not the biggest army in the world and it might struggle a little bit, but let's do our best to make sure that isn't the case. So, we are taking on Captain Domhnall. His strength first is 2-1 in my favour, and we outnumber him by close to 400 men. He brings with him 2 units of Highlanders, however, which are somewhat experienced, and they're basically just seem to be light axe units, but they will prove to be a issue for us, for they do pack quite a bit of attack. Luckily, Billmen do have more attack than them, and they may be a bit more disciplined. There's also the Highland Rabble, which is just peasants, so they should be dealable with. There'll also be 2 units of Highland archers among them. It might be wise to bring a siege tower up to capture the walls and bring them down. Either way, let's move in and attack the city.
Muster your courage, men! We march into battle! Foes have drawn themselves up into neat ranks. That's very nice of them, because it makes identifying the bodies so much easier. So lads, we're here to kill as many of them as necessary. And if we kill a few more, well, I won't be too bothered. Try not to get killed yourselves, though. And when this is all over, we'll drink to our continued good health. These rebellious knaves and villains are not fit to breathe the same air as we honest Englishmen. They must all die before dawn comes again. This is a mercy, because they richly deserve the gallows for turning against their betters. and so to battle. For my part, I will not die in the company of anyone other than a good Englishman. And I would not die other than with friends and comrades in arms. But this talk of death is premature. Let us say rather that I would not have victory with anyone other than comrades in arms. You men! You Englishmen!
Alright, Englishmen, let's move on the city. So these gates will be open for us, as our spies have told us they will be ready for me to make my way in. Or is it just a gate that's open? I don't know. The walls look like they've seen better days, however, but that must mean the angle the Scottish attacked on originally when they lost. And the Scottish attack has left the units here somewhat depleted, but barely depleted, so it's not like we're going to have an easier time. Either way, I do have units ready to take the ladders, so I'm going to have the spear levy focus on taking over the walls and bringing the Highland archers to heal. They should hopefully be able to do that, or at least keep them busy. These are levy spears, so I'm not exactly going to say they're going to be the best unit in the world. Billmen, we may not need the ram after all if the gates are open, so we'll leave them there. And you Billmen don't need to bring ladders, so we'll leave. I want you two really just to be pushing through the walls and hitting as hard as you can. But it may be worth me sending a unit of knights through instead, as the enemy has no spear units. So I'm going to keep my mailed knights at ready. Henry will be at the back, however, and the peasant archers. We're going to try and do a little bit what we did at Paris and sort of have the archers try and wear down the enemy as well. So that's the plan. Let's move in, Stan.
Excellent! Our spy has opened the gates. Let's be done with this wretched siege.
Yeah, those are really open gates. I don't think they're open. What do you lot want to grab a ram and make sure it opens properly? Right, you. Get in there. Because, yeah. It says the gate's open, but, well, it ain't. Unless it's a different gate, but, yeah, I don't know. Right. We'll take the town traditionally. Right, archers. Move in, start volleying against the enemy. See what you can do to wear them down. Need to try and bring these Highland archers down as much as possible. Because we've got fire arrows moving in to try and burn some of my men, and they're getting a couple of kills already. So that isn't exactly fantastic for me. So let's make sure we are done nice and properly there. Ram, when you have the opportunity, bring down the gates. Once the gates are down, I'm going to charge the knights through to sweep in and basically bulldoze the enemy. I'm going to keep my my other billmen back for the minute. They can wait. These are the unarmoured billmen, by the way, so it might be a little less good as the ones we had in Paris. Basically, my units here are not as well armed, so that's why so many of them are just getting fucking wrecked at the minute. So I guess that's why good armour is such an important investment, because those who have the better armour are going to do better. But then again, these guys are just wearing their stupid Highland kilts, so they're not going to do much good. There's lots of plenty of exposed skin for us to basically put arrows into. Anyway, I've got my first few volleys going up, hopefully, so hopefully we'll get a couple of kills off them. That's the hope, anyway. I suspect these Highland archers were maybe good fighters. Some of them already are sort of just reverting to getting their axes out and getting ready for my spears. Right, Ram, where are we up to? We're getting closer. Good. Archers are continuing to loose off a few volleys just to try and bring down the enemy. A couple are just bouncing off the wall, but a few might be hitting the Highlanders as well, who are waiting for us. That's going to make life a little harder as well. Alright, archers, let's just try and focus all our fire towards here for now, because I suspect that the that spear levy won't last 2 minutes up there, so maybe just try and keep some arrow pressure up there, even if it is risking a little bit of friendly fire. But I just don't feel faithful in these guys, which is not a good ideology, but they're already shaken. They could just go into reverse mode any second, so let's just try and do what we can to weaken their numbers. And oh dear, that wasn't supposed to happen. Right, Billmen, keep pushing. That gate needs to be open, because apparently my spy opened it, but to be honest, he seems to have a very bad work ethic. Levy Spears, you're doing a good job, sort of taking the walls. I don't exactly see why we're all just trying to... Yeah, there we go. Buckle on, lads. Once you're up there, try and move on to the rest of the walls, because those spears there are going to need some help. They are not doing well at the minute. Alright, archers, Try and come a little closer and try and hit whatever's assembling over here. That might be a good idea. Right, Rams just made it to the gates, and yeah, we've got to open it manually. I don't even know.
Continue, our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
What a tragically useless spy that was. Alright, spears are going to start moving in against the Highlanders, try and hit them in the back, try and see if we can push them into a bit of a panic, because unfortunately my other guys have given up and they are now in retreats, and they're either going to climb down the ladder properly or they're just going to throw themselves off the walls. Right, archers, revert back to firing up here. Hit as much as you can. Other Billmen, you need to start moving up. I do want to get my knights ready to go, but I'll need Billmen to secure this initially anyway. Yeah, it's not going to last much longer. That's good, right? Levy spears. You've got Highlanders incoming. Get ready to deal with them. Hold the guarding formation, however. I don't want you pursuing off the walls. Hold the walls for now. But just give them what for.
The men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Excellent news. Archers, hold fire. Target the Highlanders. Billmen, you need to hold this area of the wall and wait for the cavalry to get into the city. Once they're in the city, we're going to just basically use them to absolutely wipe everything out. So I'll have the cavalry going at walking speed, actually. Buy some time for the archers to do their deeds, but at the same time, the enemy is loosing off quite a few rounds against us. So archers, if we could try and pay special attention to their Highland archers, that'd be fantastic. But basically anything in this clump that dies will be acceptable to me. Right, archers, we're getting a few more volleys out. Come on. Need more volleys. Come on. Here we go. Prepare to volley, men. There we go. Plenty of arrows going up. Plenty of Scots getting killed as well, at least, you know. That apparently means that rebels are English. I don't really see them as that, right? They're trying to get in the walls, lads. Stop them. You lot as well. Take down those Highland archers while they're vulnerable.
Very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Right, we'll give those guys a world of hurt. Right, got the Billmen moving in now to bring the archers down. Knights are almost in the city. Archers, cease fire and get yourselves out of range of the enemy towers. I am still quite ill, by the way, so I do apologise, but I sound like I'm dying. But I wanted to record today, so yeah. Ooh, he got flipped over quite nasty there as well. Well done, Billmen. He went in right for the right headshot and then he got taken down from behind. Oh, that guy got a double kill. Right, come on, Billmen. I know you can do it. Don't you be wavering on me now. Billmen, don't chase up the walls. Let the spears finish them off. Focus your fire now on taking control of this part of the city. Right, cavalry. I want you to get right around the back of the city. We're gonna play the long flanking game. While the Billmen keep this area busy, and when I say the long flanking game, I mean the game in which cavalry do not listen to a word you say. Cavalry, come on. It's not rocket science of what I'm planning. It's just simple military tactics to take control of the city and effectively take control of the battlefield, keep the enemy off the balance, and basically, you know, we can strike from any direction we want to. Right, Billmen, push the assaults. Keep pushing up and prepare to take the city. Levy spears, whatever's left of you, get up here. So it looks like the Highlanders here have come off victorious, so we're going to need a unit to deflect them. Turn, face, steal them. You, focus on the Highland archers. Cavalry, keep moving. We need to get in there and we need to gut out that Highland rabble. I know you can do it. Alright, once this castle falls, Iverness will be converted into a town and we will exploit its economic power. For that is definitely what I want to do with Iverness. There's no point in making this one a castle, even if it does border Edinburgh, but for now, the Scottish are our friends. Right, Billmen, careful, you're getting a bit far ahead of yourselves.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
But now, right, Billmen are not going to last long, but it's alright. Cavalry, move in for the kill. This is where the enemy is going to get absolutely rombed now. Lances down, men. Get in there and charge them down. Right, things are going better for us now. I've got some routing Billmen, by the way, who go in a very curious direction. Henry, come join the battle, please. I need you in here. Right. Billmen are now wearing down whatever's left of the garrison. Mailed knights are doing an effective job of bringing down the enemy as well, and the captain himself has been identified. We can bring him down. That's going to make the enemy, well, not distraught, but It's going to weaken their morale. It's not as horrible as losing your king in battle. Hey, is it Philip the Watcher? Ah, that really fucked up that army, right. Keep pushing through, knights. We need to swamp them. Right. How close is Henry now? He's just arriving, right.
It's only half the order, mercy. We've lost half of our men.
Right, we've lost half of our men, but the enemy general's just gone down as well. The enemy has lost well more than half of their men as well. It's going to be a bit of a close one, I guess. These Highlanders have put up quite the fight, and I was throwing a pretty weak army at the city anyway. Right, Henry, get in there, do what must be done. Bring down the enemy.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And smash the enemy we shall. They're surrounded by cavalry. They can't beat the cavalry. They're just gonna get flumbered. At least I say that. They are putting up a fight. Come on, units. Get in there and make sure we're all engaging. Bring down whatever's left of this little bit of a rabble, please. Do a good job of it.
By St. George, our men have taken control of the castle.
Good job. Good job. Right. Who's left? Who's left? Just these guys, right. 4 Highlanders to go. 3 Highlanders to go. Sorry, 2. No, sorry. Now it's 1. And he's dead. Good job, men.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valour.
Maybe lost a few more Billmen than necessary, but we still take this castle. And that pretty much gives me all but 1 territory in the British Isles now, which is a very, very satisfactory result. Still, let's rebuild our strength and prepare for whatever's next. But it's not taking down the Scots. For now, they are allowed to live. And the enemy army did rout.
Glory, honour, victory! God be praised.
Occupy the
He has
castle.
granted us victory.
Yeah, he's cool like that. Right, we'll spend the rest of our money converting this to a city. For I wish to make use of this area's monetary uses.
Orders.
And we'll merge up and disband what's left of the Mild Knights, and then we'll just do this and this and this. Right. That's a good result for the rest of his turn. So I think now what we're going to do is we are going to march out of Paris, deal with our last enemy, and it should hopefully put us in a stronger position than we were, or at least, you know, get up his Joffrey, and then we'll hold down the fort, wait for Lawrence to arrive, and negotiate peace in order to keep the Pope sweet. And then we'll have to just build up our faith with him, and hopefully then we can make another move.
Yes, Your Highness.
How are you doing, by the way? You still converting? Keep converting. That might keep him in our good books as well, and keep you.
Continuing once
Hello.
I have rested.
Moorish Castle. What's that? Granada. Nice. It's nice to learn about other people's territory, but yeah. We've got to do something good out here. I mean, he has little good to say about us, and yet he's still okay with the French. Yeah. Right. Paris.
Hail, my king.
Take your men
My lord.
and take down Prince Joffrey. He might just retreat anyway
you
once he
command,
sees us
my
coming,
liege.
but I want everything throwing at him. And he will take us up on our challenge. Right. So, I outnumber Prince Geoffrey or Joffrey. I don't care. I outnumber him by over 1,000 men. That's already a good start. And the balance of power, however, is 1-to-1. This is really because he's bringing quite a curious army. So, we've got the prince himself. We've also got some mounted sergeants. So, I guess they're sort of equivalent to Hobilars in a way. They look about the same, but I see that the guy in the showing off photo might be short one hand and one weapon. He's also got some mailed knights, but very low numbers, so ours will outnumber him quite comfortably. Mercenary spears as well. They look about the same level as armoured sergeants, so basically he's got 3 units of armoured sergeants among him. Though they might be a little less disciplined. I guess. Yeah. They wear light armour, solid defenders. Yeah, they're just basically rank filler. He's also got mercenary crossbowmen as well. Now, I'm not too familiar with mercenaries on this game. There's quite a few, I guess. Mercenaries can be a very useful addition to the armies. I should know that from Carthage campaign. Balearic slingers usually outperformed my regular slingers in every situation. However, one thing that can be with a mercenary is they might have a little less discipline. I mean, there'll be a disciplined mercenary company looking to earn their pay, but they're never too keen on needlessly throwing away their lives, so that might be our advantage. Plus, the amount of archers he has could be a threat. However, if we play our cavalry card right, we'll easily break them up. So let's see if we can deal with this Prince Joffrey, make a play on Rheims, and then just get peace done before the pup really gets narky. Let's do this one.
Glory to your name, sire! We attack! Heard men speak well of me because I do not throw lives away needlessly, and I gain victory for those who follow me. I will not use false modesty and deny these things. Indeed, I say proudly that they are true. I will give you victory, if you have the guts to fight like devils when I ask it. Our French foes hold us in scant regard, lads. This is a mistake they often make, being arrogant and wine-sovereign in equal measure. We band of brothers are 1/4 of England's soldiers, and thus we carry a heavy duty to our people, our king, and our God. I see the foe dare not fight us man to man, but must rely on a woman's stratagem of throwing things at us. And now, any man here who is not praying for our victory had better make his peace with God, for he'll find none with me or in England later. Now, I place my fate in the hands of the Lord. Bring me my broadsword, and let me kiss the cross, lest I die. To battle!
Make a wine joke and your men erupt in laughter. Also, yes, this is the largest army we have raised so far in this campaign, and actually makes up 1/4 of all of our current registered military forces. Quite big, very big. Lots of men here, all ready to do their duty for England. Let's not let them down, eh, lads? Right, so let's get ourselves into position. First things first, we need to get all our archers ready. So archers, there might be a bit of missile exchange, and we are probably going to rely on fire arrows today because there will be quite a few armoured units. So, I still quite like having you guys up front because you guys can basically move in and get the initial firing over and done with. Billmen, you are going to be the main body of my force today. There's going to be quite a few mercenary spears for you to clash on, but we may also try and find opportunities for you to sneak around the flanks and basically bring down those mercenary crossbows. Spears, we're going to have the militias form one company here in order to deter the enemy sergeants, or at least the mounted sergeants, and then the rest of them, the levies, will form upon the other flank and deter the rest of the enemy cavalry. The mailed knights will be attempting to seek and destroy the enemy cavalry, and the general, Robert, you will be dealing with Prince Joffrey. Right. Oh yeah, and I forgot the arch militia. You need a position, don't you? They don't look much different than my other archers, actually. They pretty much look identical to my peasant archers, but they're better. Right, arch militia, you can just be at the front and act slightly special, but you're not really, and you can just join the group anyway. Basically, I have one unit of archers who might be slightly more accurate than the rest of them. Okay, men, we have our orders. We know what we're doing. Move in and gain me victory for king, country and god, and avoid a weird big barbarian henge that has turned up. But it looks like the enemy are going to send their crossbows in first. Okay, I'll allow this. Archers, counter-fire their crossbowmen while my cavalry gets prepares to hit them. So all archers, get in there. Right. Archers are moving in for the kill. Right. Mailed knights, let's get a move on. We've got to hit them fast, though. Those enemy mercenary spears will make a move as soon as they can. But oh, look at all of that, we're firing at them. Right, keep it up, men. Tell you what, switch out to regular arrows. They're only using padded armour, you should be able to penetrate that. Oi, peasants, you're getting a little too far ahead of yourselves, be careful. Right, mailed knights, clash into that isolated unit. Clash into the isolated unit, bring it down. Anyway, these these mercenary crossbows won't last long. And yes, we are under attack, says one of the idiots, right? Oh, I do apologise for my sneezing. I'm not instantly forgiving myself for sneezing. Right. That's the enemy crossbows brought into disarray. Archers, we need to start moving up.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Bring the line to be even with the henge. We'll use that to cover one of our flanks. So start moving up, prepare to cause some chaos. Right, how are we doing over here? Are we bringing those crossbowmen down or what? Their morale isn't holding up for long, right? Unit who isn't engaged, pull away. We'll find you something else to do. I would like to go for those ones, but they're too close to the general. We won't get away with it. There's the mounted sergeants, by the way, looking all mounted and sergeanty. And the mercenary spears, they are basically armoured sergeants. Right. Get back in there and just give the mailed knights another hand, please. I think the crossbowmen might be targeting us, but right. The crossbowmen are just trying to hit us with everything they've got. So archers, once you're formed up, I want you to try and make targets of them, please. Just get up there, start hitting them with everything you've got. Just give them a really hard time. We could I mean, they may have a better weapon, but we have the numbers just to outright swarm them with arrows. Right, spears, we need you up here and now. Get moving. You spears up here. Let's get into a better formation as well, please. Come on. Get up there, get ready. Right. Archers are opening fire, so you on here, you on here, you here, you here, you here. Leave the sergeants for now. If you happen to shoot one, that's fine, but just for now, bring down those crossbowmen, because they're the biggest threat to my billmen that are at present. Knights, pull up to the top of that hill and get yourselves out of harm's way. We'll bring you in again very soon. So it looks like the mounted sergeants are coming in to say hello. Alright, if that's the case, archers, pull behind our line quickly. Oh, wait. They're feigning. Right. Get a few more volleys out. We can keep them waiting. We've already brought down plenty of their crossbowmen. Keep it up, lads. Some of you start trying to hit the mercenaries as well. Try and get a couple of hits out on the spears. They may be armoured, but it won't last forever against our arrows. Right. These are some good hits, by the way. I'm just seeing blood basically just puffing out of the enemy. And I've got my spears now ready to potentially move in and sweep them down. Right, knights, you're a bit far away for my liking, but you're in an appropriate distance to basically bring down the herd. We've basically got a unit on the flank now, in position, ready to strike. Henry, you get over there and be ready. And you're not Henry, by the way, you're Robert. I do apologise. Right. You just look a bit like Henry, that's all. Right. Keep hitting the enemy. There we go. The mercenary spears have put their shields up to try and prevent this, so they are going to probably hold out against us for a while. But archers, just keep absolutely ruining the shit of these peasants, please. Oh, these mercenary crossbows. I'm going to call them peasants because they're worthless. I mean, ooh, you trained yourself with crossbowmen and you rented out your services to the highest bidder. Well, guess what? You're still worthless to me because you're just going down like no man's business. Good job, archers. Good job. Still, we must ensure this war does stay short. We seem to be becoming a bit unpopular among the Catholic world, so we'll do this, get Rheims, and then we'll call that a day. We'll have to know our limits in wars against other Catholics. I would just say fuck it and become Protestants, but then again that would go really badly for us. Yeah, let's not do that for the minute. Right, still hitting hard. Enemy is going to go down very soon. I think that's just all we've got to do, really. So I think I'll just speed this up for the minute. I'm only going to put it up to maybe about double speed just because I am worried about the enemy sergeants could try something against us. One of you, just get a couple of volleys out against these mercs here. There we go. They should know better than to try and sneak up on us like that. I mean, oh, come on. They even put their backs to you when I reload. That's daft. That means you're just going to get killed even more. Right, here come the sergeants. Right, they're on the move. They're bored. Right, so we've got some merc crossbows trying to move in. Right, spears, I'd brace yourselves. I think they're just going to try and flank you, but let's just try and move in and pinch them. Cavalry, move in and hit those crossbows. They're isolating themselves. Archers, I want you to switch out to fire arrows now. Those crossbows are just about done. Switch to fire arrows and try and get a couple of hits out against them, against these spears. Right, we washed up those crossbowmen quite nicely as well, so I am very pleased with that. Right, how are we doing over here? Some of the mounted sergeants getting, well, the mailed knights, right.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Moving on the mailed knights. Henry, you need to be up here quite sharpish because the general's bodyguard is getting ideas. And my spears are occupied, but I'm going to try and pull one in. Right, my mailed knights are going to be in a, yeah, they're not having the best time in the world now, but I am trying to get reinforcements in. Archers, I want you to get out of there and call it a day now. Billmen, you are the front line. Prepare to hold off against the enemy sergeants. Nice clash, right. Help out. Help out. You lot just crush into them. Give them no rest. Give them no quarter, all that lovely stuff, right. Looks like our knights are actually doing better than I hoped, by the way. They're pushing the general back quite effectively. I'm bringing in Robert now to bring an end to this, and then I can give my knights a quick breather. Spear militia, can you try and get in and bring down whatever's left of the enemy mailed knights, please? Just get in there quickly. Sergeants have been pushed out quite decisively. Well done, spear militia or spear levy. Basically, just well done, my spearmen.
They have lost half their men.
Only half? I thought we'd killed more than that already. Right. Keep it up, men. We've nearly got this one. I'm gonna once we've got the prince dealt with, I'll bring the cavalry in for a nice decisive rear finisher. I'll tell you what, you lot go in and do the rear finisher. You don't need to worry about that. Billmen, come on. We've got units routing, but we need to take control of the battlefield. Archers, I've taken you off fire at will now, so yeah. Archers, you can just reform here and wait further orders, but to be honest, you're probably not going to have any. Right, what's going on over here? There was a mounted sergeant, and now it's no longer existent. Right, get in there and go and help the billmen. They're taking a bit of damage right now. Where is Robert? Robert, are you still engaged? Yes, he is engaged, right. This enemy prince seems to be taking a lot of killing. Come on! He needs to be brought down for the good of all our Englishness. Oh, he seems to be quite the fighter. Right, spears, come in and just lend a hand. Get rid of this little stain. You lot need to come in and help out against those first spears. Robert, get yourself out of there. I don't want you tangling with those enemies. Oh, there you go.
The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
Good job, lads. Right, spears, engage their spears. I'm sending in billmen to help you out. The enemy is now at the point where they are beginning to collapse, so we just need to bring down the last of those merc spears and we will have won. Well, taking a lot of prisoners today, it seems, but oh well. Chase those guys down, lads. Let's try and make sure no one escapes this battlefield. Those prisoners will make good ransom money. Right. Get in there and make your way into battle. And I have lost all my mailed knights, by the way. They put up a good fight, but at the end of the day, it's proved too much for them. They have given their lives for England and made the ultimate sacrifice.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Finish them off, lads. Make them into prisoners and money. Unfortunately, yeah. My last mailed knight died just as he achieved his silver chevron promotion. That is a shame. Okay, Robert, I don't know where you are, but you can come back in and help chase down whatever's left. You lot, focus on those spears. You lot, focus on the spears as well. Just get in there, chase down whatever's left. Well, it looks like they're going to get away. Either way. I don't know why I feared this Prince Joffrey. We seem to have made him a very, very dead person. Quite decisively. He shall not be troubling us anymore, but I suspect papal relations will be souring even further. Which is a shame, but I guess that's why we must try and bring this war to an end. Let us capture Rheims, and maybe then the French will find peace of their own with me, rather than continue the fight. Is that everyone? I suspect it is. Well, it isn't. I think there's still 1 or 2 left. There's a couple of guys here. Let's see if Henry can come in and intercept them, and then we should be done. Come on, Henry. Finish off the last of these losers. You lot, give it a stop now. They are going to get absolutely mongered in a minute. And kaboom. Nice prisoner count now, by the way. 305. That should be worth a couple of florins. Hopefully enough to do something else this turn.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good. Good. Well, all of Christendom right now is a bit pissed off at us, but yeah. Either way, a very decisive victory. We lost only a quarter of our men, but Prince Joffrey's army has been completely wiped out. That is a perfect result. Mailed Knights, the ones who died, they really gave it their all, by the way. They really did give it their all. Archers, they did pretty well as well. Billmen didn't get too much action at the end of the day, but they did alright. And then, yeah, some of the spear militias actually did very well as well. Overall, I think the majority of my units pulled their weight and brought me a victory. End of story. And there is now over 1,000 florins to make from ransom. Let us do that.
The king will pay for our return.
I don't even know what king you have anymore, but fine. Ah, so they won't pay the ransom. Fine, we executed them. That's probably not done me much good with the Pope, by the way.
By God's will, we have triumphed!
Nope, I now just have abysmal relations with the French, right? Still, Robert's army has been well and truly eliminated. This is excellent news to me. So, what is our next move? Well, I don't have a fucking clue. Well, I do, really. We need to make our move on Rheims. The town's weak, and we should be able to take it. Only Ralou Poverdain is garrisoning it, and they have sent out a small force, it seems, to attack us. So, I'm going to merge up some of the Billmen and prepare to send an expeditionary force to deal with them. Send 5 Billmen, 3 archers, and Robert himself to put down the last enemy. The rest of the units will make their way back to Paris to defend it. Or, you know, bring 2 levy spears as well. That should be enough. Or, you know, take the good archers and, yeah. Right, you lot, moving on Captain Girard. Either kill him or rout him. We will take Rheims, and that will be my little compensation for the French not paying a ransom. And then, I promise, I will make peace. I will set a limit, don't worry. God. Well then again, you're talking to someone actually who basically kills his body at the gym because he gets too hooked on adrenaline, and then he pays the price the next day when it turns out his back really fucking hurts. Also, he kind of blew out his lungs. Anyway, Captain Girard does not bring a strong army, it seems. He has some mailed knights, which will be the biggest threat, but I have plenty of spears to bring him down with. He also has 2 units of town militia. They do not really make much of an impact. They can hold their own against my levy spears, but not for long. Mounted sergeants, yeah, they were pretty pathetic in the last battle, so they should be brought down quite easily. And then Ralou Poitevin, he just brings himself, so there will be a general's bodyguard to worry about. But he will come in as reinforcement, so we don't need to worry about him instantly. Strength ratio is 7-4 in my favour. I outnumber by just under 600, maybe about 500 men. We should be able to do this one and open up Rheims to a quick and easy conquest. So let's fight this on the battle map and try and make this my last battle against France for now.
Muster your courage, men! We march into battle!
Better to reign in hell, to serve in heaven, by the way.
This moment, my English friends, is one worth living to the full. We stand on the field of battle and place our fates in the hands of God. I have no doubts that He will reward virtue with victory when I see so many honest, manly faces in our company. Our foes, the French, it is said, are better lovers than they are fighters. This is true, lads. Ask any goat, pig, or other farmyard. now, I trust my life and victory to the judgment of the Almighty, for I know our cause to be true and just. So pray, you miserable English buggers, and make sure God knows you think the same!
Should have mentioned as well, win this battle and we take a city. So don't bugger it up, men. Right.
Units, await my orders!
Let's get ready to fight. So, the French bring a small force of cavalry and very weak infantry. So I think we'll go for more or less the same deployment as last time. The Billmen will make my main line of attack. So we'll get them lined up.
Units, march!
Archers will make the front line of attack. So I'm going to have the peasants here, main militia here, and then the other peasants here. And they will be my main line of approach. And we'll have one unit spears per flank, and they should be able to keep the enemy cavalry in check. And the general will also try and do the same. The general is a little depleted from his last battle, so we must be careful not to use him too much. But we will need to pile on the other enemy general when he arrives. I do not want him retreating and escaping. I want him dead or captured. And I might do the nice thing this time and release the prisoners as well. That might make me a little more chivalrous and a little nicer in the Pope's eyes. But let's deal with that little detail after the battle. We need to make sure we win the battle in the first place. Men, prepare to advance.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in gallantry.
Well, they're not making up a lot in numbers, so to be honest, yeah, they're fucked. Archers, we will use standard shot today because they're just town militia and they are wearing pretty poor armour, so we should be fine. The enemy cavalry is in high numbers though, but the Billmen should be able to deal with them if they get mobbed because the bill hook is a decent anti-cavalry weapon, though the game doesn't say so. But at the same time, I can bring my spears in on the flanks. Archers and all units, you will guard your positions as usual. No giving chase. We must hold our formation. Archers are now prepared to loose off their first shots against the enemy. Ooh, this is looking good. Seeing a few town militia going down already. Right, keep it up, men. We're cutting up that unit quite decisively. I think what they're going to try and do is they're going to try and mob the Billmen with their town militia. So the more of them we kill, the better. I'll allow the archers to continue doing what they're doing, but I would ideally like to try and bring down the mounted sergeants, but they're somewhat well armoured, so it might not work. Not until we have a better class of archer, or a better archery weapon that can pierce armour. I don't think this will be a case for us, but for now, archers, keep it up. Right, I'm gonna, yeah. They're making the right decision by skirmishing. That cavalry's gonna charge in, right? You lot, get behind the lines. Robert, prepare to flank. Archers, you should have... Right, they didn't retreat in time, right. Billmen, close in. Get around the enemy and prepare to do what must be done, right. You lot, push into those mailed knights as well. Just bring them down as quick as you can. Their morale's already quite low, but they don't even have a good leader, right. Archers, no firing at will, please.
Our men
it's too
are
close
winning the
for right
battle.
now.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Excellent, right. Where's Robert? Robert, chase down the mounted sergeants. I want to try and keep the escaping enemies to an absolute minimum. Billmen, focus on bringing down whatever's left of his town militia. Levy spears, they're trying to flank you. Stop them. Robert, looks like you might need to deal with mailed knights instead. Push into them and deal with them. We'll bring him down. There we go. They won't last. Right.
The enemy general flees like... Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Yeah, an enemy captain's worth fuck all, probably. If he has a pretty crown on his head, he'll be worth even more money. Either way, men, keep up the good work. Keep bringing this enemy down until the enemy other guy arrives. I don't know what he is. He's a general, a prince.
It's time to press the attack.
He's a dude to me, right? Billmen, try and see what you can do. Levy spears. I have a new job for you. The enemy is going to attempt to flank us, it seems. Build a formation and prepare to deal with him. Billmen, you will make up the rear.
enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Right, we are now ready to deal with the enemy. I will let Robert just deal with whatever's routing. I think it could be the case where we may have to siege Rheims, but the garrison battle we left will be so minuscule it will not be of a huge concern to me. So I'm going to put the town under siege immediately after this battle. But I'm not sure if I'll have enough movement points. The men will be quite spent at this point. Anyway, nothing too strong is escaping, so that should be absolutely fine. And the enemy army might just actually melt away if we kill enough of them. Which we have just about done, actually. Very few enemies have escaped, so yeah, I think we'll be fine. We just now need to wait for the enemy general to arrive, and then we all should be golden. Right. Keep bringing down those town militia, Robert. Archers, bring yourselves up a little closer, but disable your skirmishing privileges. Levy spears, get yourselves a little closer to the Billmen, please. I know you guys are low in number, so your ability to tank a charge might not be as great as we're hoping, but it should be enough to at least pin that guy down and buy time for my men to do some hurt to him. Archers, I'd say deploy fire arrows, but they're too inaccurate. Just try and overload him with regular shots, you might at least sunder some of his armour. Right. Robert, begin making the obvious flanking manoeuvre, but wait until he's too close. We'll bring him down. I mean, he's just a French guy, that's all he is. Look at him with his stupid outfit. We have a better outfit. I mean, look at that. That is a smart outfit. Right. Hold your position, Robert. Let's see what this man is up to. By the way, you may fire at will. You may fire when ready. I should have given you that back. Give him a quick volley, lads. So he's going for Robert instead. I knew he would. The greedy bastard. Alright, Robert, engage him. Brought a couple of them down with that volley. Right, archers, cease fire. Spears, push into his back. I think we might have just trapped ourselves an enemy general. Robert, hold out for a couple of seconds. You should be okay. I am bringing in reinforcements to turn the oh god, he's isolated. Oh, but he's kicking ass, don't worry. Robert knows what he's doing. He's son of William the Conqueror, that is. Alright, if one of you wants to pay some attention to that enemy general, by the way.
Is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
I don't think I needed a reminder that time, but thank you. Right. That enemy general must come down, lads. Come on.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Bring him down.
Press the attack.
He's only going to try and run back to Rheims. Capture or kill him. Either works best for me, but capturing him would allow me to release him back to the coward king, and it might make me look good in the Pope's eyes. I do need to do a bit of PR damage control, it seems. I don't think we're going to catch him there. That is a shame. Ran away before I could even die honourably in battle. What a slug. Yeah, he's escaped us. That is a shame. Oh well. We'll bring him down in his city next time we see him on the field. He can't hide for long.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valour.
Good job, men. You ruined the enemy, and look at that. We lost only about 100 men. That is what I definitely call a clear victory. Let's move on to the next move.
You are wise.
And yeah, look, his units aren't worth that much. It's only 600 florins. I'm going to release you just to look a little bit more pious.
You are making the right choice.
I am making the right choice, if only from a PR point of view.
Glory, honor, victory. Hail,
But that is
my
purely
king.
because I want something to fight when I
As
take
you
on the
will, my
city
king.
anyway.
To battle.
Because now they're basically just walked into their own tomb. I'm not retreating.
Laying siege, noble sire.
Prepare some rams and a few ladders, please. 3 ladders will do fine.
We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
Orders.
So there is sod all left of that garrison, so we'll bring it down. I'm nice. I didn't think... I thought they'd just get returned to somewhere where it wouldn't bother me, actually, but okay. Right. Move back into Paris and hold the fort down, please. You may retrain whatever you can. I'll have to take your auto management and switch out to a growth build policy just for my own good graces, but I can't retrain a lot of you. Right. That just about brings us to the end of turn 30, but I'm also going to call that the end of today's episode, since we are close to an hour, and I think that's a good stopping point, actually. So, what will be the next agenda for our agendaing? Oh, by the way, Robert now has a veteran warrior, which gives him additional personal security and command with infantry. So, the next move, or actually, no wait, it's turn 30, so we've got a progress review. Right, let's progress review. How are we doing? We're getting good, we're getting better, but at the same time, there are many issues to deal with immediately. But we are now 30 turns into the campaign. London is still our capital. King Rufus is now reigning as king. He's also now brought himself a title of greatest general, but it's always been him. I would personally now give it to Robert, though. He is very, very up and coming. But we still have 5 generals at our command, 5 cities under our control, with 4 castles, giving me a total of 9 regions now. And our ratio is getting better. We're on 19 victories to only 3 defeats. That is moving in the right direction. And the year is now 1138. So we are moving quite nicely towards the completion of our objectives. In terms of diplomacy, though, our situation could be better. While we have secured our alliance with the Scottish, they're not really much of a valuable ally, and now the Portuguese have become our enemy alongside the French. The French are dealable with, but the Portuguese, that navy they've sent up is quite tough, so I think we need to try and broker a peace deal, even if it may be in their favour. And also in the other diplomatic world, it seems like the Holy Roman Empire are making allies out of many people, but they've made an enemy out of the Venetians, so... And it may be a nice idea to court an alliance out of the Spanish, since they are quite chummy with the Portuguese, and I would not like them to turn against me. Papal relations could be much better, though. He is now finding our faith very wanting, so... We need to bring an end to this fight and basically take Rheims, call it a day, and then just, you know, wait for our relations to top up a bit. For now, Venice has now become his most favourite, and I don't want... Well, Venice won't start anything with me, but I don't want other Catholic factions to be encouraged into taking up arms against me. Family tree is growing quite a bit now. Rufus is now currently king, and soon Edmund will be the next king. And, well, we've got just many people joining in. Where is Giles, by the way? What did I do with you? You are currently governing York. You can stay there for a little bit then if you'd like. But, yeah. Things are going nicely for now. Got a nice family tree. In terms of faction rankings, let's see where we're going up now. I mean, as you can see, we're going up and up and up. We're actually moving into the upper part of it now. In terms of top 5 factions, we're still not the top 5 one. We're actually 7th now. Which means the Holy Roman Empire is at the top, but they've suddenly hit a decline. They're the Egyptians. They are now in 2nd. They're on the way up. The Polish, or the Venetians, it's one of the two. I think this is the Venetians, actually, are currently in 3rd, and the Byzantines have dropped to 4th after a random decline. And the white one will be the Polish, who are currently in 5th. We are in 7th, but we're close to making our way up a little further up. Here's our lists of things that are going on, by the way. Everyone's pretty much accounted for. All cities are working quite effectively, so I'm happy with all of that. And, yeah, everything's really just going quite well for us. College of Cardinals, you know, I do have an influential cardinal in the area, Aston. I wish he would just do a little bit more to perhaps persuade the Pope to my cause. Perhaps it would be an idea if he moved a little closer to His Holiness and basically put his mouth in his ear. That might work. Either way, that is where we are going to call it a day for. We are doing quite well. For finances, once more, they need working on, but hey, we'll worry about that next time. We are going to call that an episode for now. So next time on Let's Play Medieval 2, we're going to take Rheims, consolidate our power in England now, try and work out where the hell the Scottish have gone to, and try and broker some peace now that I have got what I want from war. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next episode. Have a lovely evening, my friends.